In this video, I will show you how to provision a device. So first, we need to go to the IoT Cloud instance. If you have logged in, let's go to the Device tab. So on this page, you have Model Registration Management, a lot of message. A model, I have created a model for all Oracle events, so we don't need to do any modeling here. So now we are going to register a particular device. So let's register a single device for a particular participant. As you read on the instruction page for provision device, we want to follow certain naming convention. So for activation ID, we were using device and then a sequence number. So that's the 102. So this what becomes later on what becomes a provision file name. So that's so you indicate a particular sequence number so we can differentiate. So name is the device name. We were using the convention as a code, and then city name. In this case, I will just choose San Francisco. And then we have device 102. The sequence number match with this sequence number. Manifest, this we don't really need it. So we want to have a latitude, longitude. So later on, this device can show on the map in the asset management screen. So how to get the latitude, longitude? We can use the Google Map. So let's go to San Francisco. Let's pick the Moscone Center conference. So you right click, this is the spot, right? You just left click it, then it will show this information. Or another way is you right click, so what's here? So that will pop up this. So these two number, this is the latitude and this longitude. So let's copy, right click this, copy this number and put into latitude. And let's copy this number and put into here, longitude. Notice only it's positive number. In fact, it's a negative number, right? So make sure you have this negative number here. So actually, that's all information we need. With activation ID, which is the device dash a sequence number. This is the 102, the second device. Then you have a code name, and then a city name, and the device 102, and this longitude. So after that, that's just to register. So on this page, it asks you to download a provisioning file, which will be called a device-102. But that file needs to have a password to protect it. We were using naming convention using city name and 1. So in this case, I will type San Francisco 1. San Francisco 1. And then download in the provision file. So it will download a file called device-102.csv file. So that's all. Let's finish this page. So let's go back to the device page. Back. Now we are doing this register. The next one is like management. So you can see a list of device. Okay, there's a lot of devices. How do you do it? We can do a search because we use a name called code dash something, right? So you just search this. You will see code San Francisco def 102, and it's not activated because we just created, but there's no real device that has been run against it. You note there's a device 101, that's the one I have created earlier and used. It's already activated. So if you look at state, which is the 101 is activated, 102 is registered but never heard, so it's not active yet. So how to activate? So we just run a device. That's we just run a device code on the screen. This is a place that you will download the client code, that directory. So let me just take the device onto a provision file from download folder to here. So then we can run a client command called node while IOTCS client. And the file, then we need to give the provisioning file name and a password. The provision file name is 102, and the password is San Francisco 1. So what it does is actually it talks to IOTCS using that provision file that did an exchange of information. Then afterwards, it's being activated, and now the code started feeding data into that. So as you get to this step, it's all good. So it start sending data to the IOTCS already. So that's just a Control-C to stop this process. Let's go back to this page. So if you look at the management, let's go back, management, and search for name of code. So now we see the device 102 is also a direct connect device, and it has been activated and it's online. So that's all good. And if you want to really look at the message, probably it should have some message comes in already. So this device, let's go back here, name, code, and this device. And if you go down, you should be able to see those device data comes in already. You can see here. Cool. And because this device will be automatically included into our application, if you really go back to this application or code IoT workshop and data exploration, message, and you see over here, this is the new data we just being pushed in. Okay, that's it.